Hi girls, this is Zephy from I'm Zephy and I Love to Scrap. I spent Friday afternoon crafting. We have a wedding on Sunday, so I made a card and I thought I'll share that with you. I was inspired by the wedding invitation that is quite earthy. So I thought I'll stay with the earthy colours, and when I was going through my stash, what caught my attention was this envelope that's made out of handmade paper that Weezy had sent me. She'd sent me these envelopes and some paper. I used some of the paper on the inside. I used craft paper, and then for my pattern paper I used the die cuts with the View Taj Mahal collection that my friend John had brought me from South Africa. This paper is on very glossy, it has a glossy finish, and there's a lot of foiled bits. I almost find it a little bit too flashy for layout, so I've been using it for cards. Very, very pretty. Because I haven't bought the couple a gift, I am going to give them money, so I built in a pocket over here. This is where we'll put our hard cash and our sentiments, and that's the card for Sunday already. Then I thought, what should I do now? So I was sitting around here and thinking about a challenge that we have for this month at Scrapbookers in Greece, and Elena has challenged us to make a flower out of a spiral. The flowers should look like this, but mine I turned into roses because I love roses, and I think this looks more like a rectangular. Maybe one needs to do it in pastels. I'm not sure. I wasn't mad about that. So I turned mine into roses. As you can see, this rose here is this size. All I did, I used the first thing in front of me when I started, and that was this spool here. So I just put it down and drew a spiral and cut it very roughly. Some of the initial flowers I'd even cut it in a wave so that the petal could have more definition. And then I used a 1-inch circle punch to cut the little sepals. The first I'd done them like this. You can see this old piece of paper has writing on it. I just cut it in, folded it in quarters and cut it like this, but then later on, the more I made, I refined it and used that. That's a bigger piece, bigger circle. It's I think a 2-inch, 1.5-inch circle actually. That makes, I use that on the bigger flowers. Can you see? I used the Fiskars 3-inch circle for the bigger flowers. What's interesting is that the flowers, once finished, bear no resemblance to the paper. This here was a check paper. Okay, fair enough. I did ink it up because this paper is white at the back. As you can see, I inked the back of the rose with this Perfect Plumeria Versamark. And then the yellow I inked up with orange ink. And this is how the yellow ones came out. And then there's one more. Let me see. Oh, this one here. I mean, there is no, let me see if I can get some light here. Don't know if that actually helps. No. There's no resemblance to the paper. It changes completely. That's this paper here. I'm going to cut the backs off once the glue's gone hard. I'm going to cut this so they can lie flatter on the layout. What I did was I put glue. I used just a clear glue. I have the Pritt clear glue. I just ran the glue along the spiral where it's going to get rolled around the kebab stick, and then I just let it stand for a while, and then I put quite a lot of glue on this so I can do the septal, and then you roll it up starting from the edge. You start from the edge and you roll it up tightly around your kebab stick, and then this is a little piece that goes round the outside. And what I did, once I came to the end, I started curling, just folding the paper outwards as it went round the stick. Just work it. I'm thinking of maybe modging them to give them a bit of a shine, or maybe glimmer misting them. I'm not quite sure. I'll see what happens. And there we go. So I think I'll do a layout of my daughter's 20th birthday. That went somewhat unnoticed through all this wedding madness. Anyway, girls, that's what I've been doing. I wish you a good weekend, and I say bye-bye.